Welcome to Faculty Advising for the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Our undergraduate programs in Civil Engineering and in Environmental Engineering provide a range of advising resources, including annual faculty advising. To increase accessibility to these advising resources, we provide online video copies of the faculty advising slides that we use in the group advising sessions. The group advising slides are organized into several separate modules. Module 1 presents an overview of civil and environmental careers and will be of primary interest to entering first-year and transfer students. Module 2 presents an overview of the faculty advising process as a part of the overall student advising resources provided by the department, the Samueli School of Engineering, and the UCI campus. It also provides information on our faculty, organized by advising cohorts for students in each year of our program. Module 3 presents an overview of the Bachelor of Science degree in Civil Engineering. The objective is to complement the advising provided by the Samueli School of Engineering undergraduate counselors and, importantly, to identify any program changes that may impact your path to your degree. Only students majoring in Civil Engineering need review these slides. Module 4 presents an overview of the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Engineering program. Only students majoring in Environmental Engineering need review these slides. Module 5 presents additional topics of interest to students as they proceed through our program, including information on various forms of assistance, scholarships, academic honesty, student clubs, study abroad, and professional engineering registration. Let's start with an overview of careers in civil and environmental engineering. We'll start with a question and a quote. Why civil and environmental engineering? No one is interested in an engineer's tale, but everyone needs a civil engineer. Humanity can live without airplanes and missiles, cars and computers, but a shelter within which to sleep and harbor one's children, a cistern or well for drinking water, a road to travel in the harshest weather, a bridge to cross a river, a sanitary means to dispose of waste. These necessities bestow upon the civil engineer a universal passport. Melissa Fisher's The Advocacy is a recent novel about a civil engineer and Peace Corps volunteer that addresses environmental degradation in Ghana. Fisher is a Southern California native and has practiced civil engineering for over 30 years. Her quote provides a sense of the fundamental past, present, and future draw of civil and environmental engineering. So what actually is civil and environmental engineering? Let's consider some examples from a systems perspective. A company needs to accommodate a number of employees. Given floor area ratios, a multi-story building may be required. What type and capacity must the footings, columns, and beams and other elements have to accommodate loads? A second example. A city has a growing population and employment base. What type and capacity must the transportation system exhibit to accommodate predicted travel demands? A third example. A water distribution system is to be designed for a community. What characteristics must the reservoir and other system infrastructure exhibit to accommodate predicted demand? And a fourth example. Redevelopment of a former industrial land reveals evidences of hazardous waste in the soil and groundwater. What environmental studies, analysis, and remediation methods are needed for development to proceed? Design proceeds from an understanding of the design criteria, and design criteria result from defining the problem that your analysis and design is to address. These problems may often not need to be resolved on a systems level, but often, most often, they do. This is the same for all areas of civil and environmental engineering. These are examples of what you may do as part of your career. So how do you get there? First, is there a difference between civil engineering and environmental engineering? In addressing built and natural environments, civil engineering and environmental engineering projects often overlap. But let's provide a basic definition of each. Civil engineering involves the planning, design, construction, operations, and maintenance of the physical and naturally built environment, including public works and services such as roadway and public transit systems, dams, reservoirs, and water and waste systems, and infrastructure such as buildings and bridges. Environmental engineering is the application of scientific and engineering principles to improve and maintain the environment to protect human health, protect natural ecosystems, and improve the quality of human life. What are the skills and knowledge necessary to practice in these fields? Advising 101, what's in your toolbox? The first question is, what was in your toolbox 4 years ago? What tools will you be able to add since then? And how comfortable are you with your level of understanding of those tools? In essence, what you learn in college is how to learn. What can you add to your toolbox? What knowledge and skills can you improve upon? In all areas of engineering, there are certain basic knowledge, including math, science, and computational skills, that are fundamental. But so are other knowledge and skills. Attitudes and behaviors are particularly important in both environmental and civil engineering. This includes creativity and innovation, a global perspective, teamwork and leadership skills, ethical reasoning, and entrepreneurial thinking. The question you need to ask now is, what will you need in your toolbox 4 years from now? Let's take a brief look at some aspects of a future career in civil and environmental engineering. Is a career in civil and environmental engineering a good career choice? This graphic illustrates what is called underemployment. Underemployment is not the same as unemployment. Underemployment means that a person is either not working full-time in their field or is not making full use of their skills and abilities in their current position. According to this analysis by PayScale, civil and environmental engineers are the least underemployed. This is a good measure of job satisfaction. Now let's look at job growth. This analysis by smartasset.com forecasts that civil engineering will be the 12th fastest growing STEM career. Now let's look at some specific occupational outlooks for both civil and environmental engineering. These statistics from the Bureau of Labor Statistics apply to the country as a whole in 2019. The 2019 median salary was about $88,000 for bachelor's graduates in both civil and environmental engineering. The next page will show the relative performance for alumni from our programs. While the prior slide showed national level data, this shows reported Samueli School of Engineering alumni salaries reported between the years 2000 and 2017, and a quartile box plot showing the median salary between the 25th and 75th quartiles for 2, 5, and 10 years after graduation. The results for civil engineering alumni are shown on the left. The results for environmental engineering alumni are shown on the right. You can take a few moments to look at this information, but it suggests that salaries are increasing rapidly as you stay in your career in both of these fields, and they tend to be somewhat higher in the local area than they are on average nationally. The preceding slide suggests that a degree in civil or environmental engineering would be a good choice, but it's really a process. Just like the infrastructure examples provided earlier, the first 4 years provide the foundation on which to build a career. Just so you don't think that it's a simple follow-the-rules process, please keep in mind that there is often a gap between which tools you think are in your toolbox and what your employer and coworkers think of your knowledge and skills. The chart shows the results of a survey of employees and employers. Note that with the exception of digital technology, the self-assessment of proficiency by students is often significantly higher than employers' perceptions. The learning process that you undertake as an undergraduate will continue throughout your career. You'll continue to learn every year you're working in the field. Our programs provide many resources to assist you along your career path. Let's do a quick summary. In addition to the group advising modules that you're viewing, there's a wide variety of further information and advising available. First, we have the Samueli School of Engineering Undergraduate Counseling Office. The school provides a group of full-time academic counselors to assist students with developing an annual plan of study to complete their degree. They also meet with prospective students and plan out these plans of study. The UCI General Catalog is a contract with students. You complete the coursework identified and you get a degree. We must provide the program as promised for you to achieve your degree. Fellow students and student clubs. Joining a student club and meeting fellow students who have already made decisions that you are facing is a great way to figure out what you perhaps should be doing. Read. Read anything. Read everything. Civil Engineering Magazine, newspapers, the internet, anything. You have access to a world of information in the palm of your hand. CE faculty advising is an annual process, but program faculty are always available to provide advice and consultation. A comprehensive faculty advising process includes these slides and is covered in detail in the next module, as well as an introduction to who our faculty are and how to contact them. This completes Module 1, Careers in Civil and Environmental Engineering. Now that you have some general background, let's review the mandatory and annual faculty advising process presented in Module 2.